Sam Altman just unveiled his $240 million eye scanning orb, but it might be a $240 million mistake. In the world of AI, telling the difference between a real human behind the camera and an AI actor is becoming more and more difficult. Sam Altman is trying to change that using the World Orb, which scans your face and issues an authentic World ID that only you can use. But while this might sound like a revolutionary new technology, there's one glaring problem Sam Altman overlooked. Keep watching till the end to find out what it is. It all started back in 2019 when Sam Altman began exploring options for identity verification, which would be necessary in a world with AI. Now, if the fact that Sam Altman predicted this in 2019, 3 years before the launch of ChatGPT, didn't scare you, I have something else you'd like to hear. The company he founded was attempting to build an identification orb that would help separate humans from AI bots on the internet. Plus, this identification would later be used in some of his universal basic income schemes. But it seemed like Sam Altman bit off more than he could chew. So later, he partnered with a technologist called Alex Blania. When the duo was coming up with ideas on how to tell the difference between a human and a bot, they used iris scanning technology. These scanners would then create a private token with the person's identity. And this had to work for every country in the world. The scanner they came up with was a literal orb, which was called WorldCoin Orb. And just last year, when the first WorldCoin Orb was ready to be used, their company called Tools for Humanity toured countries and showcased their portable and powerful eye scanner. So, to recap, while Sam Altman was building a human-grade AI chatbot, he was also building a different tool that would regulate the rise of his technological advancements. That's the textbook definition of solutionism. But I digress. Now, after showing it to different countries, in October 2024, during a conference in San Francisco's Mission District, Sam Altman and Alex Blania gave compelling speeches about the future of the WorldCoin Orb. We need more orbs. Tell me that doesn't sound like a line from Alien's Prometheus, but that's exactly what happened during the October 2024 event in San Francisco's Mission District, where Sam Altman and Alex Blania presented the newest version of the orb, and they smashed that like button, just like you should if you haven't done so already. But no, in all seriousness, they also changed the name of the service. Instead of WorldCoin, they shortened it to just World. The new World Orb scanner would be getting new hardware, additional services, and use cases. Think of this event as something akin to what Steve Jobs was doing in the 90s. To top it all off, the 500 people who attended the event were told they would receive an orb to take home when the new orders ship in 2025. And if you're wondering what they'll be doing with so many orbs, the Chief Device Officer at Tools for Humanity, Rich Helly, said, "We need more orbs, lots more orbs, probably on the order of 1,000 more orbs than we have today." Starting in 2025 in Argentina, you can call delivery service provider Rappi the company's official partner. They will bring you an orb, and you can let Sam Altman scan your eye and issue your World ID. It would be like ordering a pizza. Instead of crusty, cheesy goodness, you'd get a guy with a metallic orb trying to scan your face. For where will they be storing all of our faces? The World Orb, which is basically a bowl of sensors and semiconductors that are needed to scan your iris, will capture and store biometric data on their World app. And if this raises some safety concerns, Blania said that users need not worry because their World ID would be stored securely inside the app. And to show they're serious about the expansion, the World app can now hold the World ID credentials of several hundred million people, which is a very substantial increase from the original 7 million faces it has already scanned. And if you're wondering how this would work, it's simple. You load your biometrics from the World app onto an app like FaceTime and Zoom, and people can be sure that it's really you behind the camera, not some AI bot trying to be like you. If there is, the app will immediately inform you that the person you're talking to is a bot. But you see, there's still one minor problem. World hasn't struck a partnership with Apple, Meta, or Zoom for this solution. So it seems like your face will only be available inside the World app, but that still doesn't answer the main problem. WorldCoin or World or Orb or whatever it's called right now, I'm just going to call it a $240 million mistake, has one glaring problem. You see, Sam Altman is trying to solve a problem that doesn't exist. And no matter how hard you try to find a good use for this thing, there simply isn't one. When they first unveiled it, the thing was too expensive. Now, they managed to bring the price down, but it's still too expensive. And of course, Sam Altman and gang are trying to sell this shiny orb as an authenticator unit in the world of AI. But wait a second, wasn't Altman the one who created the whole problem with AI? Isn't artificial intelligence this popular because Sam Altman made ChatGPT accessible to everyone, and now people are abusing the tech? So let me see if I got this right. He created one product that created an identity problem on the internet, and now he built a second product that's way more expensive than the first one to solve the first problem. Now, why does this sound a little familiar? Well, it could be because every big pharma company is trying to do the exact same thing and not get caught. But what happens if you can't buy yourself the orb? Will you miss out on something big? Well, yeah, you will miss out on the opportunity to give Sam Altman thousands of dollars just to have your face scanned. And don't worry, if you can't buy it, they will rent it out for you. Oh, Sam tried to make it cool and tell us that this $240 million mistake is going to give us a unique world ID, which is anonymous. In the future, it would be the place where you'll receive your check from the Universal Basic Income Fund. I told you, it's extremely difficult to take this product seriously. That's because the orb raises more questions than it answers. Like, why would you need an orb after you get your world ID? Why can't you use someone else's orb to scan your face, get a world ID, and then keep trolling online? Also, when the UBI check comes, who's going to be paying for it? What currency will it be denominated in? What crypto will it distribute? But it seems like the orb is going to more and more countries across the globe, and more than 7 million people have used this orb so far. They are identified as unique humans. And if you're worried that the company will use your data, don't. They say it's a privately operated and secure database based on your biometrics. Oh, good. So if someone hacks the database, all they'll steal is my face. Why would someone be worried about that? And to make matters even more interesting, as more and more countries have been getting the orb, others have been retaliating against it. As the orb made its way to Costa Rica, the United Arab Emirates, Australia, Indonesia, Morocco, Brazil, etc., other countries like Kenya have been heavily investigating this new product by Sam Altman, wondering if they are safe. In 2023, the governments of Germany, South Korea, Brazil, India, and Kenya began investigations into the orb because they wanted to know how the company uses and stores biometric data. South Korea kicked things off with heavy fines for the company. Meanwhile, Brazil, India, and France suspended the WorldCoin service in their respective countries, and even Kenya suspended the service. Oh, but don't worry, they expect World to launch back in Kenya sometime soon. The creators of the orb assure us that there are plenty of world orbs to go around for everyone, except that there aren't. And the company is heavily targeting the Latin American market to sell its products. When one reporter grilled the company's technologist, Alex Blania, about why they're targeting South America, he disputed the claims, saying, "It's just that we have limited resources and there's a natural sequencing happening. We are similarly focused on Asia and other places. Argentina has been a fast-growing market for us, for example, and we're excited about that." Now, if you're still confused about why Altman is plunging so much money into this project, welcome to the club. Maybe he's doing it to give the entire world a universal basic income. Here's another video AI enthusiasts loved watching. This is AI Exposed, demystifying the world of artificial intelligence, one video at a time.